Yo, it's been a while, but I mean a 9-day while. My bad, y'all. But I promised someone I'd make a video, so here I am. Before I start, I want to say Happy New Year's, and I want to pray everyone enjoyed it, cause I sure as heck did. I'm not. But no, to save as much time as possible, let's get into the video. I have no enemies. If you don't know what this meme is, it's essentially a phrase from the Vinland Saga anime, which has taken pop culture by storm. Put simply, it's a mindset that highlights the fact that we've all had enemies, but that shouldn't allow them to define us. Simply because we have different opinions, it doesn't mean we should hate each other. And besides, when all that rage, hatred, dislike is gone, what would you be if you had any enemies? What would you be when you didn't? You shouldn't believe in proving others wrong, but instead to live to prove yourself right. Life is too short to be hating everyone, so I mean, why hate anyone? Love your enemies. Matthew 5:43-45 says, King James Version, Ye have heard that it hath been said, Thou shalt love thy neighbor and hate thine enemy. But I say unto you, love your enemies, bless them that curse you, do good to them that hate you, and pray for them which despitefully use you and persecute you, that ye may be the children of your Father which is in heaven. For he maketh his sun to rise on the evil and the good, and sendeth rain on just and the unjust. When Jesus said this, I believe he wanted us to understand that loving one another, our brothers and sisters, was for our salvation, not for them. To have an enemy is to hate someone, a burden on your heart and your soul. I believe Jesus said that we shouldn't place those things. Jesus said that we shouldn't place those kinds of things on ourselves, and to free ourselves. Verse 45 says we are all children of God, all under the sun, and we are all under the just judgment of God, of our Father. Don't love your enemy for the sake of another, but do it to save your soul from the burden of hatred. And what brought up this video, I should say, now that I've explained both those things, was while I was speaking with my parents about this, while I was having a little devotion with my parents, they were talking about loving your enemies, or Matthew 5:44, and I thought, what would the comparison be between loving your enemies and I have no enemies? What is the difference and whatnot? So it was really just a weird, interesting thing to think about. Sorry. Here's a question I came up with. If you love your enemies, do you have any? While I was speaking with my parents about this, they told me the answer to this question. No. To have enemies, you must have hatred in your heart. Jesus said not to have any hatred, so we don't have enemies either. I say give your soul a break and forgive everyone. Everything that's been done to you. Forgive the people who did it to you. The people who hate you, love them. How can I have enemies when I love everyone? I wanna shout out to the classmate who wanted a video essay, and I might actually do more ones in my niche, like this one, because this is really not in my niche. I wouldn't say this isn't in my niche particularly, but I have no enemies is similar. Regardless, all I want to say from here is love everyone. Yourself, your parents, and your enemies alike. Because no amount of hate is good for your soul. God bless.